grand final, and we see that the Norfolk have a 40-point lead as the ball is bounced by umpire Batchelor. Clark trying to take it out of the air, smothered, taken by Klug, down towards centre half forward. Chance for Davidson. Can he kick a goal? He's on the run. Hand passes. Gives it to Bonnywell. Bonnywell back to Davidson. Davidson kicks. Goal. Goal of Glenorchy in the opening seconds of the final quarter. Could we see another Magpie fight back? 6-9-45. Norfolk 12-7-79.
Well, can they lift? It's a big effort. Something like 6 goals they've got to make up. But that's a good start, though you can't do much more than that. A goal in about the first 45 seconds of play. Waiting for the bounce, Honeybell and Frank Clark. Clark wins it. Gets it out. Here's Hack with it. Been a good player. Hack puts it out onto the wing position. They're running. Bowden won't get to it. And it's out over the boundary line for a throw-in. And that goal brought the Glenorchy supporters to life. And they see just some glimmer of hope. Clark, but over the back, goes down to Ling. Ling has time to get round, putting it in towards the centre. Lamont trying to push it over, but Williamson takes the mark and puts it straight over to Graham Fox.
Graham Fox runs through the centre, up towards full forward. The pack set themselves. Honeybell over the back. What's the decision? Man in front will be paid it. And it's Webster in the 22 Guernsey now. Back towards the centre of the ground, looking for Clark. Lee Brooks roving the packs nicely. Left foots it up towards Munnings. Dangerous Dan is all on his own. Streams into an open goal. He kicks. Lines it up. Franks holds onto it. Just a metre out from goal. Rod Franks. There's his kick back out towards the half-back flank. Looking for a teammate there in Wallace. Wallace gets one in the back. Gets the free kick.
So Wallace. No leads offering. He's going to centre it more. Out towards Webster. Webster marks. Webster straight on with play. Shoots a hand pass out, but it's Hanlon. He's grabbed by Curley. Dropped the ball. And Glenorchy get out of trouble again. As Curley with a free kick. Roland Curley puts it down looking for Goss. Davidson in to help out. Dykes. No one can take it out. It's out to Bonnywell. Bonnywell looks for Marsh. But Britton chips in. Britton up on his feet again, gets it. He's met solidly and forced out over the boundary line for a throw-in.
It's 12-7-79. Norfolk, Glenorchy 6-9-45. Plenty of time left for the Magpies if they're good enough. Honeybell on the ball. Ling, caught, gets the hand pass away though, it's effective. Out towards the running Marsh. Marsh ridden to the turf will get the free kick. Marsh has the ball. Another goal here will certainly make it interesting. We're about 2 minutes into this quarter. Now Davidson directing traffic, so too Dykes. A real hold-on play here. Now it's handball back to Marsh, and Greg Marsh will fire for goal. Pretty important kick, this one. Marsh's kick looks good. So, the Magpies are coming back. 2 goals in this quarter. 7-9-51. Norfolk 12-7-79.
Can we cast our mind back to the 2 finals that Norfolk have contested this year, and they have stopped in that last quarter? Will we see a repeat today?
Now we see Robbie Dykes pulling a few chances as well.
Yes, they've got a big lead, but they won't want to stop. Honeybell gets it down to Saunders. It's taken away from him. Hack putting it up in towards full forward. Nearly a mark up there, paid to a hill. They're wrestling for it now. No one will let that ball out, and we'll see a baller. Honeybell got his hands to the ball, but didn't hang on to it long enough. Honeybell gets it down to Neville Hill. Hill's grabbed. Got his hand back into Saunders. Saunders was grabbed as he kicked, and that'll go out over the boundary line for a throw-in in the forward pocket with the Eagles into attack.
Out of bounds, left forward pocket. Argyle's good end. A big shower of rain coming in too, I would say, within the next 5 minutes or so. 12-7-79, 7-9-51, the Magpies. Got off to a good start in this final quarter. Big Fox using his weight and bulk. Here's a chance now, Neville Hill. Back over the shoulder in towards the goal square. Hanlon had his hands on it, lost it, and it's through for a point. 12.880 to Glenorchy 7.951. That's a lead of 29 points. There's the kick-off. It's effective too because it finds Webster. Webster holds the ball up. Runs on, kicks in towards the centre of the ground. Chance for Brooks.
Brooks now on his own. Puts it up in towards full forward. They're going to have to need it. And the mark's been taken up there by Neville Hill. Neville Hill, who's already kicked one. Fair way out from goal. Would be around about 40, just over 40 metres. Neville Hill taking plenty of time over it. Curley on the mark as Hill now moves in. There's the kick, a big kick too from Hill. That's pretty tough, that's good enough. A goal off the boot of Neville Hill. It's his second, and the action one to Norfolk needed. The Eagles go now on to 13 goals, 8.86 to Glenorchy 7.951.
And that could be the goal that Norfolk really needed at that time, because we could see there that Glenorchy were coming back a little bit in the early stages of this final quarter. But Neville Hill with a great mark, followed off with a goal, has steadied for Norfolk right at the appropriate moment. Pridgeon kicks out of the centre. Dykes couldn't come away with the ball. Handball out here to David Young. He'll have to kick it. Gets boot to ball. Brooks is there. Leaves it for Williamson. Williamson hooks it back towards the centre of the ground. Corris. Back down towards centre half forward. Williamson sets himself. The punch. Counter Lamont. Lamont fires away. No one at home. Good bounce through. And Lamont comes back with a quick reply. So now it's Norfolk 13.886. Glenorchy 8.957, 6 minutes into the final quarter.
Yes, and Glenorchy are certainly keeping Norfolk honest. They won't want to relax. There's plenty of time left. They've only played just over 6 minutes. Waiting now for the bounce. Glenorchy could get another couple of quick ones. Make it interesting. From the bounce. Clark, but Honeybell tries to grab it again. They're wrestling for it. The whistle's gone. Free kick going Norfolk's way, and to Graham Honeybell. Honeybell from right in the centre of the ground. Wayne Fox leads. There's the kick out onto the half-forward line, and the mark taken out there by Williamson. Gary Williamson. Got a shock actually to see the ball coming towards him. That kick starting to pull up a little, and Frank Clark, unopposed, takes the mark.
Frank Clark, centre half back for the Magpies, out wide to Marsh. Marsh is all on his own. Marks on the chest, he'll run around, put it in towards the centre. It's a pretty poor kick, it'll go straight to Britton. He's played well, this fellow, made few mistakes today, up towards the half-forward line. That could be one of them. There were two Glenorchy players there. Goes out wide now, Curley. Curley back towards the centre of the ground. Williamson. Klug is there. So too is Brooks. Throws the ball away. They're tackling strongly. Still plenty of life left in this game. No whistle. Umpire decides to let it flow on. And they're wrestling for the ball as the whistle sounds at the 8-minute mark of the final term. Glenorchy 8.957. Norfolk 13.886.
Waiting for the ball to be thrown up. Clark goes up with Graham Honeybell out to Williamson. Williamson puts the Eagles into attack again. Wayne Fox in position and takes the mark. Wayne Fox has Hill up in the goal square, Neville Hill, along with Michael Honeybell. As he moves in, Wayne Fox has one beside his name. That drops short. Hanlon up high, couldn't hang on to it. Curley relieves the pressure temporarily, but straight back to Wayne Fox. So Fox, playing against his old side, saw a lot of premierships slip by when playing with Glenorchy. Now with Norfolk, looks like playing in one. Wayne Fox taking plenty of time over it. Now moves in. Puts the ball on its way. It's to the edge of the square, the big pack out. Honeybell got his hands to it. Ling, caught, gets a short kick in. Pridgeon shoots it over very quickly to Don Dykes. Dykes down to Hodder. Hodder couldn't take the mark. Robbie Dykes missed it. Gary Davidson hinching after him. Davidson has it. Hasn't taken away from him. put out by Saunders. Rod Hill into trouble. Ball taken away. Coming out with it now is Collis. Collis bangs it down to where Graham Honeybell, that kick behind play, takes the mark.
Honeybell steadying things up. Time ticks away. We've played 10 minutes. He's putting the short one in towards Hack. Ooh. Hack going underneath the flight of the ball. Hedley Thompson backs him up superbly, marks on his chest. Hedley Thompson, centre wing, right in front of our commentary position, kicks up towards half-forward flank. Glenorchy players everywhere. Rod Franks. Rod Franks back in towards the centre of the ground. Klug is the target. One-handed Klug. Marks. Looks for the hand pass. Comes off. Goes to Collis. Collis looking for the hand pass. Running the ball to Ling. Can he pick it up? Oh, ducks his head. Umpire letting it flow on. A lot of courage shown there by Danny Ling. Now the umpire calls for the ball. Pack of players on it. And it's Norfolk 13-8-86, Glenorchy 8-9-57.
Waiting now for the ball to be thrown up. 10 minutes gone. Honeybell getting it down beautifully too to Williamson. His kick high into the air. Clark should mark. Does. Frank Clark. There's the kick onto the half-forward line. And the mark taken down there by Hodder. There's Dykes and Davidson watching one another very closely. There's Hodder. Just enough for... Oh, he kicks into the man on his mark. Now he kicks it off the ground over to Davidson. Davidson, Hodder under a lot of pressure there as he shot the hand pass out. Here's a loose ball. They fall in on it. Dykes wrestling with his brother Don Dykes. Collis, Graham Fox had a look to see who he could give it to. Now elects the short kick. There's the hand pass shot over now. The Glenorchy player in Scott Lamont being held, didn't have the ball, and he'll take the free kick.
Scott Lamont with the ball. He's kicked a goal in this quarter. Plays on quickly. Wobbly old kick off the side of the boot. Chance for a Norfolk mark. It's been marked down there. Could be Williamson. Yes, Williamson. 11 minutes played. Williamson's kick up towards centre wing. Big Wayne Fox sets himself. Punch towards the boundary line, over the line and out of bounds. 13-8-86 Norfolk, Glenorchy 8-9-57. Clark and Honeybell opposed. Williamson going after it. Again, it's over the line and out of bounds. Another throw-in will take place. It's on almost on Glenorchy's half-forward line. Honeybell front position, tries to take it out of the air. Klug is there, has lost possession. And again, over the line and out of bounds, we'll have another throw-in.
Waiting now for the throw-in. Time starting to tick away for Glenorchy now. Clark went further as Scott Lamont pushes it down. Marsh pushing it further on to Davidson. Davidson feinted with a hand pass, now kicks high up into the air. Up they go, looking for Hodder, and it's forced out by David Young. Hinchin says, well done. As David Young found the boundary line. Again, we're waiting for it to be thrown in, and it's Hodder and Honeybell. Honeybell from behind, again finds the boundary line, pushes it just about 15 metres further round.
The experience of Honeybell showing there. Contesting against Hodder. Hack can't pick it up. Chance for Glenorchy. Pridgeon in a lot of trouble. It's close to the boundary line. Norfolk really bottling it up at the moment, trying to cut the Glenorchy flow-on style of play out of business. They've shown signs of it in this quarter, although so far all honours today really with Norfolk. But so far, here's Brooks. Brooks wins out. Gives it to Britton. Britton's kick is smothered, but he still wins out. Carried forward. The breeze is fresh in here too. Really beginning to blow now. And that breeze is favouring the end to which Glenorchy are going too.
Well, wouldn't it be a turn-up if it stopped in? It's worth a few goals.
Well, here's Klug. He kicks. Kicked a goal, John Klug. John Klug has kicked his second. That's their 9th goal. It's 9-9-63 Glenorchy. Norfolk 13-8-86. About 14 minutes into the term. And the breeze has swung right round if you look at the windsock on the opposite side of the ground, and that's going to favour the end to which Glenorchy are kicking.
And if it stops in, it's got to be worth a few goals. Well, funnier things have happened, I suppose, as we wait on the bounce of the ball again. From the bounce, Honeybell pushes it wide out looking for Hedley Thompson. They're in on top of it, Graham Fox. But the breeze pulled that ball up in the air, and the mark taken though by Graham Honeybell. Honeybell from the centre. Awkward looking kick out towards Gary Williamson. It was well wide of that player, Munnings. But it beats them out over the line, and we'll see it thrown in.
15 minutes played.
Yes, so there's still plenty of time left. Honeybell and Clark. Honeybell pushing it down. Clark couldn't do much with it. Saunders pulled to the ground. Fox gets it out. Thompson, he's under pressure. Very scrambly down there. Brooks, it went through his legs. Graham Fox. And finally umpire Batchelor moves in and will ball it up.
Umpire Batchelor, a lot of players on the ball. So Glenorchy really fighting this out to the finish. Honeybell charges through. And it stacks on the mill again. Well, it hasn't been spectacular football, but it's been pretty hard. Honeybell high. There's the kick. Dykes from behind will go the punch, or punches the ball. Luckily Honeybell's there. That's Michael Honeybell. Back towards the centre of the ground where it's trapped there by Hack. Hack put down after he kicks the ball. Look at the breeze carry that ball. It's out of bounds on the full.
Well, all Glenorchy need to do is kick it as high into the air as they can, and the wind will do the rest.
Bowden gets around Williamson. Here towards centre half forward. Hedley Thompson there. Honeybell as well. No mark. They crash to the ground. Forced out. Looks like Danny Ling in amongst that. Some of these players getting a bit hard to recognise now, but Brooks wins out. Back towards the centre of the ground. Collis drops one. Supported well by Curley. Curley gets the hand pass across. It comes out to Cummins. Cummins straight down towards the half-forward line. Marsh front position. Almost marked there by Britton. Britton with a defensive punch towards the boundary line. David Young lends support. Handballs the ball on in front of him. Trapped by Marsh. Can't pick it up. Pack of players full over the top of the ball. Andrew Green blows the whistle, and he'll probably throw the ball up there.
Waiting now for the ball to be thrown up. It's Dykes getting it down. Hodder. David Young with it for Norfolk. Nicely done. Breaks clear and puts it up on towards the wing position. They fly. Fox from behind Cummins. Here's a chance now for Hanlon. Ricky Hanlon putting it up in towards full forward. Neville Hill. Franks pushing it on in front of him. He's got a big job to beat two there. Well done, Franks. Munnings in after him. Now Munnings has it. Comes off his boot. And it'll find the boundary line for a throw-in.
Darn good effort there by Rod Franks. Had two to beat and did it well, Peter.
Yes, just kept the ball in front of him and kept pushing it from the throw-in. Fox over the top. Graham Fox with it. Shoots the hand pass out into open territory. Franks missed it. Still wrestling for it. And what's the decision? Free kick going the Norfolk's way. John Saunders being held, but not in possession. Let's see what Saunders can do. Saunders kicked 2 goals to date. Saunders taking plenty of time over it. Moves in. Runs right up to the man on his mark. That may have been touched off the boot. Play on is the call. Coming out with it is Scott Lamont. Gets a quick kick in down on towards the wing position. Williamson bundled out of it. Gets it out now to Graham Honeybell. Honeybell ducks through like a rover. Don Dykes picks it up beautifully. Kicks just short of the half-forward line. Robbie Dykes missed the mark. Down it goes. Here's Krug over to Marsh. A goal coming up. Marsh dribbles it in towards goal and puts it through. And Glenorchy are not out of it yet. Blake Marsh kicks his second and Glenorchy's 10th. And let's check that scoreboard. Norfolk 13-8-86. Glenorchy 10-9-69. It's not a walkover anymore.
Certainly not. Great run there by Marsh to put it through for a goal. Glenorchy really fighting it out to the finish, and I think a lot of their supporters left the ground at about half-time. They better start pouring back into the ground.
They better come back.
And the crowd has really come to life. Look at the time, about 19 and a half minutes played. Can they snatch victory? The bounce of the ball. Honeybell. Lamont hit with everything in the centre there. Can't come away with it. Umpire Green blows the whistle and then bounce it. Throws the ball up instead. Tapped on by Thompson. Run of the ball to Dykes. Donald Dykes. No decision. The umpire deciding to let that one go. There's a free kick. Grabbed by the ankle. And it looks like Williamson again who'll take the kick. Williamson steadying things up. Time ticking away. 86 plays, 69. In Norfolk, drive it up towards Big Wayne Fox. No one contesting against him. And Big Wayne Fox takes a pretty simple mark when you analyse it. No one contesting with him whatsoever. And I would say that's the sort of thing that would break your heart when you're making a bit of a fight back in a final quarter of a grand final. Now the breeze would appear to have dropped actually at the Argyle Street end. So it must have been just a brief gust of wind that came through. Pretty strong. Wayne Fox. Kicks. It's a long kick. Punched away from Hill. Munnings. Can he pick it up? Scouting the packs. He's got it. Kicks. Must have grazed the post. Grazed the post off the boot of Dan Munnings. So New Norfolk go on to 13-9-87. Glenorchy 10-9-69. It's 3 goals the difference. And what have we played? About 21 minutes.
Yes, 3 goals. Well, we saw Glenorchy get up in the second semi-final after being 2 goals down. So anything could still happen. You take a big effort, but it's not beyond them. Waiting now for Curley. New ball coming back. Dykes will deliver the ball up. And Curley will get this game underway again. Now, Roland Curley. Short one, will it come off? Ling chips in and takes the mark. A lucky let off there that could have been dangerous. Danny Ling kicks long into the centre. They set themselves and it's got Lamont. Lamont marks. And Lamont now will put the Magpies into attack, down in towards centre-half forward. Klug down there but didn't contest. Pushed out by Hinchin. Bowden. Hinchin wrestling for it. Matthews tried to soccer it off the ground. Hinchin has it. Gets it out now to Williamson. His relieving kick up on towards the wing position, but that's out on the full.
Plenty of pressure out there now on both sides. Right street side of the ground. There's the short one again. Davidson. They're getting that loose man going at the moment. In towards the centre of the ground. Oh, Cummins, second grab has marked it. What do they play? 22 minutes. Big kick required from Cummins, I feel. It is a big kick. Right towards the goal square. The pack flies. Chance for Marsh. Or is it Lee? One goal off the boot of Danny Lee. That's his second goal. Played a great game. Very sore after a couple of cases early in the game. But look at the scoreboard now. It's Glenorchy 11-9-75, New Norfolk 13-9-87. 2 goals the difference.
It'd be unbelievable if Glenorchy got up from the position they were in, but still, we saw it in the second semi, and now they're only 2 goals down. And the crowd really come to life. Glenorchy supporters who were quiet early, giving them now an outside chance from the bounce. Honeybell gets it out. No one can get it away from the centre. A big pack there. Graham Fox trying to burst his way through. It's holding the ball. And Glenorchy will go into attack again through Scott Lamont. Lamont. And the mark taken down there by Goss. Goss, see if they can get another goal. Goss. Who's going to take the mark? To the back of the pack. Ling. Off the ground. It's over the face of goal and is missed.
Gee, quick thinking there by Danny Ling. Knew he couldn't pick it up. Super opportunist, put the boot into it and it just missed.
Be thrown in.
Forward pocket, Glenorchy in attack. There's the punch. Can Glenorchy score another goal? Tapped on by Headley Thompson. There's a kick out of bounds on the full, I think. No, bounces just inside the line. Bowden is after it. May have been a tackle a little bit too high there, but the umpire letting it flow a little bit at the moment. Now the whistle has sounded. It's out of bounds near the main scoreboard. In Norfolk, 24 and a half minutes into the term at 13.987. Glenorchy are 11.975. Matthews, Brooks. Ball, says the crowd. Time ticking away. Handballed out towards Dykes. Dykes wins out. Up towards the... Lamont. He's come to life, Lamont. Down he goes. We'll get a free kick for a trip.
I thought it was nearly his own man that brought him down.
Well, Lamont's got it anyway. There's his kick. Big one. The big timber sets themselves. Honeybell. What a game he's played, this fellow. Takes his time with it too. He realises what the situation is. It's pretty dangerous really, because that breeze is favouring that end now. Out towards the half-back flank. Glenorchy mark, not a Glenorchy mark, at Norfolk mark, but it's Headley Thompson.
Thompson, who wants to settle things down. We're to the 25-minute mark. Up they go. Hodder couldn't take it. Got out by Wayne Fox. Short kick in there up on towards the half-forward line. Hanlon and Curley. Curley pushing it away from Hanlon and finds the boundary line for a throw-in.
25 minutes played, Peter.
Yes, and Norfolk leading by 2 goals. Fox. Cummins over the top nicely out to Webster, but Webster couldn't control it. Here goes Danny Ling. Ling, a lone effort, drives it down onto the half-forward line. It went too far for Michael Honeybell. Bonniwell goes in to meet Honeybell. They clash pretty solidly as the ball rolls out over the boundary line, and it's going to be thrown in.
We're into time on. We're seeing a great last quarter. Who would have believed it? A Glenorchy fight back. Up goes Big Honeybell, goes the punch towards the boundary line. Dykes trying to keep the ball close to the line. It's over the line and out of bounds. And some of the experienced players now in the Norfolk lineup are really showing what they're made of. It's 25 and a half minutes played. Just how long will this quarter be? It'll be a long one for both sides, I feel. There it is towards the boundary line. Williamson after it, hooked high by Pridgeon. Could be marked here by Honeybell. And these two fellows, the Honeybell brothers, have played superb games today for their side. And there he is holding the ball up. He's going to kick it along up towards the right street wing. There's the kick. There's the punch. The ball is in the air. Can Lamont pick it up? Traps it. Pretty hectic stuff at the moment. Munnings may get the free kick. No. Handballed out. Up towards Hanlon. Hanlon's got it. Breaks a tackle. He'll go for a run. Hanlon with a left footer in towards the forward pocket. Hill drops one that he should have held on to. Tackles Webster. Webster will take the free. Webster didn't have the ball. Webster's got the free. Comes out wide towards Curley. Curley marks. Will play on. Looks for a hand pass to Ling. Ling. Hand passes on. Gives it across to Collis. Collis goes around Honeybell. He's out on his feet, Honeybell. Down towards full forward. Chance for Bonniwell. Can he pick it up? He can't. David Young goes a defensive punch and puts it through for a minor score. Well, about 27 and a half minutes played, and it's Glenorchy 11-10-76. Norfolk 13-9-87.
Been a great last quarter here in the 1982 Winfield League Grand Final as Hinchin elects to go the outer side. There's not much time left. They fly. Honeybell not paid the mark. Fox wrestling for it with Pridgeon. And umpire Green elects to move in and throw it up. And there's the siren. Norfolk have won their second ever grand final. The final scoreboard reading, Norfolk 13-9-87 have defeated Glenorchy 11-10-76.
And what a great grand final really it's turned out to be. Welcome to North Hobart, where Norfolk have won their second premiership, their first in 1968, and they've held out to win. Final scores being Norfolk 13-9-87, Glenorchy 11-10-76. And the Magpies coming home with a big quarter where they kicked 6 goals, 1 in that final term. Norfolk could only manage 1 goal, 2. What an action-packed last quarter it was, Peter Sharp.
It certainly was a great finish to the season. Very ordinary match early. New Norfolk were far superior, and it looked, well, how far. Who would have given Glenorchy a chance? But they got to within 2 goals coming up to the 25-minute mark, and it looked as though it could have been a repeat of the second semi-final, but it wasn't to be. New Norfolk steadied and held on to win by 11 points.
And just have a look at the scenes down there. Robbie Dykes took over as coach of New Norfolk at the beginning of this season, and it's his first season as coach of a senior side, and what's more, they've taken out the premiership after losing the second semi-final by 2 points. It's been a great performance by them. They had many stars out there today, but full marks to Glenorchy. They fought it out to the finish. At three-quarter time, they looked down and out, but they fought back and really took the game up to New Norfolk and shook the daylights out of the 1982 Winfield League Grand Final.